Do this today and watch your reality shift. Draw these notes out with me as you're seeing on the screen with your current reality on the left-hand side and parallel reality number 1 on the right-hand side. You're going to also write down parallel reality 2 and also number 3. The idea here is that there is a multiverse, there's a parallel reality where you can have the things you're desiring and it already exists. It's just not visible to your actual senses at the moment because it's tucked away from your consciousness level. So stick with me here because by the end of the video, I'm going to also give you a practice and exercise on how to align yourself with the parallel reality you desire. Now, in the very middle of these parallel realities on the right-hand side and the current reality on the left, we want to write down the words plastic substance. You see, what's going on in the ether right now for you that you cannot see is that there's a plastic substance that's moldable based on what current thoughts you have that are emotionalized. So at the bottom there, you'll see that's where your mind is. Now, the mind is the power that condenses this plastic substance into the thing you're wanting. You see that little stick figure there? It's because there's a power running to and through us 24/7. And whatever you're thinking, a majority of your day, and emotionalizing is what's molding this substance to whatever reality, whether you're looking for that one that you're wanting or not so much. So you could be aiming at parallel reality 1 or number 2 or number 3. How do you know? What does that look like? It all comes down to what you're fused with at your identity level or your self-image level. So let's do an example here. Your current reality of a certain amount of money, whatever that is, income level wise or in your bank account. In parallel reality number 1, let's say you just brought in an extra $10,000 in one lump sum or $10,000 a month. In parallel reality number 2, you only brought in $1,000. In parallel reality number 3, you brought in $50,000. So we have these various realities of what could happen, for example, in the next 30 days, 6 months, a year, etc. As we're understanding the parallel reality possibilities, whatever you are absorbed with in your subconscious is the thing that's building. So you can see reality number 1 becomes what we start to see in our reality. We only bring in 10,000 because the mind has been built there. It's familiar with that reality. It's not familiar with reality 2 or reality 3. So what starts to happen is you're fused with a reality and you're like, why are these results constantly happening? Why am I in this place again? I have the same amount of money that's always been coming in. What do I do about it? Here's what we're going to start to do. The 4D, you can access all of these realities right now. They're all accessible to you based on the identity you hold. If you hold the identity that corresponds with a reality, I only bring in 6 figures a year, you will see realities only with 6 figures per year income. If you hold an identity that says, I only bring in 5 figures a year, that's what you're going to see in your reality. Your identity is your self-concept. It's who you believe yourself to be, or as what Neville Goddard would term, everything you accept and believe about yourself and about your world. So your identity is basically the image, the self-image of what you accept is true. So what would you believe if you wanted a parallel reality number 3 instead of number 1? What would you think? How would you feel if you were already the person to bring in an extra $50,000? So we start identifying what you believe, what you think, what you'd feel, and also the actions as well. And then you're going to do the following exercise every day. The most important thing with an exercise is that you actually do it, right? So don't jump off our YouTube video here in our Soul Tribe and be like, that was such a great video, but I don't do anything with it, right? You don't want to just binge watch videos. You want to actually do them, implement them, okay? Be the implementer, and that's what we're doing here in the exercise. Number 1, you're going to form your new identity script. You can actually use AI for this, since AI is such a powerful tool now. You can actually just say, help build me an identity script for, and you fill in your desired reality. What would that person think? How do they feel? What are their qualities, characteristics? How do they act? Number 2, you're going to visualize, but first with a mantra. So instead of just visualizing, you're going to first affirm there's a divine power running to and through me. It molds based on what I provide it. My emotion is key. This stuff is real. And then you visualize. Okay? And then number 3, you're going to practice that new identity. It's kind of like, what if you wanted to become a master pianist or really good at dance, or maybe you're learning a new language? How do you get good at it? It's not a trick question. You practice, right? You learn something new and then you practice. And you practice on a daily basis. Often if you're learning to play a new instrument, you got to really practice at least 3 to 4 days a week, right? So same thing goes with this. I want you to go 14 days and don't look for any evidence. Like, don't even look, is this working? Is it happening? Is this stuff real? I don't want you to doubt it all or worry. Just do the stuff, okay? Don't look for evidence. Don't even think that anything will happen for 14 days. Because if you think that way, then you're not providing resistance. You're not overthinking. You're not fearful and scared that it's not working out. You don't need anything to work out or anything like that. Now, in number 2, it's the most important is the emotion, because the emotion activates. Feeling is vibration. So if you actually want to step into that vibration, you got to feel it to be true. And when you're practicing a new identity, you take action from there. So yes, action's a part of the process, but you take action from the new identity level. So you upgrade your business, you get a new job, you put out some new resumes, you buy that lottery ticket, right? You have actions to do, of course. Now, what we're really doing here as well is changing your programming subconscious. So we're changing what my first mentor, Bob Proctor, would call the paradigm. And so our paradigms control essentially what the plastic substance or the higher mind is used to for us. Whatever you're used to thinking, used to feeling, used to being, is what you see in your reality. But we want to understand your current reality and the higher mind. What happens is there's a bridge of events that unfolds. Now, a bridge of events essentially connects you. It's a bridge between now and the desired reality you're looking for. But you don't control the bridge. There's little things that line up between now and the receiving of your desire that allow you to actually line up with it, okay? So what's really, really important is that you keep your hands off the wheel almost, like you don't try and control anything. And when you do that, the divine timings will show up. Those beautiful synchronistic moments are going to happen. Those new actions and behaviors are going to happen, right? But it only starts to happen when you're not trying to control the process. And so you have less resistance in the process. You're letting and allowing much more. And when you're letting and allowing, you're at more peace in life. You're not needy, right? You're not needy and attached to a result. And it's got to happen by tonight. And like that childish kind of, I need it now. What you're going to notice is your thoughts are different. You're just going to notice you're thinking different. You're going to notice you feel a little different throughout the day. And your habits, actions, and behaviors also you're going to notice change. That's how you know. That's the sign you look for. Am I changing? Am I thinking differently? Am I feeling differently? Am I taking better actions? That's the sign it's like, yes, I'm getting closer to my reality because these are the things that will all change. But again, you're in a place of practice. And those actions, habits, feelings, and thoughts are all from the new identity script. Now, any of these parallel realities are accessible by you. Remember that. And remember, kind of what Abraham Hicks talks about quite often is the parallel realities are your vortex. You've already asked for it. You've already intended for it. Now you just have to align with it. And remember, if you desire something good in your life, it's because a version of you already lives it. It already lives it. So you don't have to doubt or worry if it's possible for you. That version of you is already there. Now make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below as well. And if you want any help in our courses and coaching, you can see that in the description below. I look forward to seeing you over the next video. Make sure you get practicing this 14 days straight. and I'll see you at your new desired reality.